Good afternoon and welcome to the second day of the 42nd Annual Coca-Cola Classic. And let's take a quick look at today's schedule. And this is what we have on tap for you today. Charleston and Robinson will tip it off. Then Fordyce and Rogers Heritage, followed by Little Rock Hall against Southside and Little Rock Fair against Northside. Charleston and Robinson both on the short end of the stick yesterday in the opening round. And we will turn it over momentarily to our public address announcer for the introduction of the starting lineups.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Gale Conrad Arena in the Stubblefield Center on the campus of the University of Arkansas. Fort Smith, host of the Coca-Cola Christmas Classic. This game will feature the Robinson Senators and the Charleston Tigers. Starting lineup starts with the goal scorer, the Charleston Tigers. A 6-foot senior guard, number 1, Jeffrey Scott. A 6'3" junior guard, number 2, Trent Goodson. A 6-foot freshman guard, number 12, Brandon Scott. A 6'4" senior guard, number 31, Brayden Ross. And a 6'4" senior forward, number 33, Jordan Finn. Tigers of Charleston are coached by assistant coaches Chad Haney, Dylan Linehan, and head coaches DJ Ross. Now the starting lineup for the Senators of Robinson. A 5'8" junior guard, number 1, Mackay Perkins. A 6-foot junior guard, number 2, Jaden Bush. At 6'4", junior guard, number 3, Christian Ross. A 6'2" junior forward, number 15, Brett Gassman. And a 6'7" junior forward, number 23, Donovan Young. Senators of Robinson are coached by head coach Edward Harding.
So our introduction of the starting lineup, Charleston will be the visiting team. Robinson will be the home team. Charleston in the road blacks, Robinson in the home whites. Again, for Robinson, the starting lineup of Perkins, Bush, Cross, Gassman, and Young. For Charleston, Jeffrey Scott, Goodson, Brandon Scott, Ross, and Finner. Charleston comes in with a record of 5-3. Robinson at 7-4. Robinson lost to Northside yesterday in the opener, 63-39, whereas Fair defeated Charleston 53-37. And we are underway. Robinson with the ball first. Charleston playing a man-to-man defense against the Senators. Working inside. The big man, Young, turns, spins, no good, rebounded by Ross. Just underway at Gale Conrad Arena in the Stubblefield Center on the campus of the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith. Great venue for basketball. Scott lost the handle, might have been tipped away. Young quickly down the floor. Cross, waits for help. Now Young travels. As we've seen in the first game of the day at a tournament, little rough start. It's an odd time. Teams aren't used to playing at this particular time in the afternoon, and sometimes it shows. Scott in trouble on the base sideline, gets fouled. And that'll be on Mr. Bush, his first. We're going to give him a chance to tie his shoe. Robinson was led yesterday by Perkins, who had 16 points. Young chipped in 13. And kind of the extent of the offense. Goodson lost the handle, got it back, needs help as Cross is guarding him, knocked it loose, and the Senators have it. They've got the man advantage to the basket. Nice block by Goodson, but Cross gets the putback. So Robinson on the board first. Here comes that pressure from the Senators. It gave Northside fits at times. Ross inside defender, and he's fouled on the floor. That'll be on Young, his first. Yesterday for Charleston, their leading scorer was Fenner. He was the only one in double figures with 11. So he has an opportunity to get Charleston on the board here. And that he does. Scoring was kind of at a premium yesterday. Fenner misses the second. 63 points, the most we saw anybody score yesterday. No shot clock again this year, so as we made mention of yesterday. So I don't know if it's due to that. Young against a double team spins. That was partially blocked by Fenner and Ross. And now the Tigers looking to go the other way. Ross, he'll hit that three if you leave him open, but just missed it. Nice rebound by Cross ahead. Gassman off the board and good. So Gassman with his first points of the ball game. Ross working baseline, gets cut off, needs help. Kicks it out. This is Scott for three. That missed everything. Young with the rebound, gets pushed out of bounds. And they are going to call Ross for the push. Really a foul you don't like to see if your dad, head coach B.J. Ross. It was just such a ticky-tacky little unnecessary thing, but it happens. Cross for three, no good, rebounded by Brandon Scott, and he'll bring it down. This kid is just a freshman. He is going to be a dandy to watch over the years in Charleston. And I think Young just picked up a second. And so he is already in a little bit of foul trouble. He's at the 5:03 mark. So Mitchell Willis will come in for Young. So we'll see how Robinson can respond. Ross posting up down low, couldn't get it to go, and wow, Bush skies for that rebound. That was quite impressive. Cross for three. He can hit that, just missed it. Jeffrey Scott had the rebound, taken away by Perkins. Bush backs it off. Cross wanted it over on the right wing. Now he'll switch spots with Gassman. And as Bush goes in, kind of throws up a wild shot. Cross gets it. Thought about it. Gassman from the free throw line extended. He misses. And it's still a little sloppy. We'll have a jump ball as everybody goes diving in for it. I'll try to wipe the ball off a little bit. Charleston will get it on the possession. Brandon Scott with the ball. Guarded tightly by Perkins. Gets it over to Goodson. He hit a couple threes yesterday. Fenner trying to post up in the high post. Gets it there. Ross puts it on the deck, drives in, trying to back in. Nice little spin move and lays it in. That was nicely done. And quickly they answer on the other end. as Perkins gets his first basket. A little pressure from the Senators. They've got a 3-point lead. Scott. Oh, that was blocked all the way by Cross as Scott hits the deck hard. Slow to recover. And a bad break for Robinson as Bush traveled with the ball. They had for sure a certain layup. Senators will pick him up with some pressure in the backcourt. And now here comes the double team. They get past it, whip it around. Goodson tried to spot up, kicks it back up. Scott, nice little move in the lane. It was short though. Robinson with the rebound. The Senators will go the other way. Bush to the basket, lays it up and in. Ross lost the handle, out of bounds. Going to go back over to the Senators. Coach Anwar Harden up, directing his club, encouraging their efforts as we move under 3 minutes to go. Perkins. Cross, he'll shoot that for 3 and got it. First three-pointer of the ball game. And now it is 11-3 Robinson, and they are on a 7-0 run, but a foul in the backcourt. That'll be Perkins' first. 4th team foul already on the Senators. See the Joe T in script on the front of Robinson's jerseys. The Senators, one of the unique mascot names in Arkansas. The Red Bugs of Fordyce have one as well, and they're here. We'll see them later today as Ross put it on the deck, and I think Gassman's going to get tagged for this one. And he will, and that's 5 fouls already on Joe T. They're going to put Charleston at the line before you know it. Ross lost the handle, a lot of contact. Gassman's ahead of the pack. And that's up and in, and he's got 4 points. And Robinson just kind of running away with it right now. Charleston really struggled from three-point range yesterday, 3 of 10. Scott inside, he's fouled. 2 shots coming for him. And Willis will pick up the foul, and that is 6 now on Robinson. So the next one will be a 1-on-1 situation as Scott misses the first one. Charleston was 10 of 14 from the line yesterday. Struggling a little bit early on today. Missed them both as Gassman skies for the rebound. Bush brings it across. A little man-to-man defense from the Tigers. Willis will work it back over to Bush. Cross, he'll shoot from there and make it. He's shown good range. Being very patient offensively. Oh, lost the handle, but Bush is there to grab it back. The floor's been a little slick at times. Bush with a nice move to the rack. Up and in. He's got 4. And the run is now 11-0. Ross, baseline jumper, got it to go. And it finally breaks the run. Cuts it back to 10 as we move under a minute left to go in the quarter. And Joe T will back it out. Boy, Cross catches it. He's ready to go up and shoot if he needs to. If he gets a good look, feels good about it. Just kind kind of working the perimeter, maybe lulling Charleston a little bit to sleep on the defensive end. Coach Harden setting him up. Here comes a little screen for Bush. Thought about it. Perkins up top. Gonna have to put one up for three. No good. Rebounded, tipped. Oh, and just missed. So we've completed the first quarter. And it has been all Robinson in this one. Senators. Impressive start to the contest. And we will step away and return with the second quarter. This is the 2019 Coca-Cola Christmas Classic.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 140,000 participants here in Arkansas who take part in high school sports or activities.
Robinson scored the first points of the ball game, and they have led ever since. In an 11-0 run toward the end of quarter number one, really put the distance between them and the Tigers of Charleston. Went from 4-3 to 15-3, and it's now 15-5. Gassman has 4, Cross has 5, Bush has 4, and Perkins has 2. For Charleston, Ross with 4 and Fenner with 1. As we start the second quarter, it will be Senators basketball. Harris is checked in, number 35 for Robinson. Just lost the pass. Scott trying to go inside to Fenner. We have a foul underneath. And that'll be on Harris, his first. And with that, Charleston's in the bonus. So Fenner, 1 of 2 from the line. Gets the first. One more coming. Got them both. So now the lead down to 8. Nice jump step by Merriweather, wouldn't go. Harris had it, stripped away. Scott leads the break. 1 on 3. Oh, that's a travel. Hope he's all right, man. Hit a wet spot on the floor or something. Boy, I hate to see someone buckle like that. Okay, we've got a number 13 in the ball game for Robinson. I'm not sure I have him on my roster. He's got the ball right now. Okay, that's Owens. It's Kirby Owens. Had him listed as 12 on the roster from yesterday. So we'll make that correction as Owens in the corner. Drives baseline, a lot of contact. Merriweather in trouble, needing to get it out to somebody. Tollerson up and off the window. Robinson picking it up defensively with a lot of chatter. Back the other way. Hoop and harm, yes, sir. Merriweather gets on the board for the first time. And that'll be Brandon Scott's first. scoreboard resets. Fouls after the quarter, which drives you nuts. Merriweather gets a 3-point play. Fenner inside, a lot of contact, won't go, and that's going to be on Harris. That'll be his second. It's the 8th team foul now. Get the score correct there, 20-7. First of 2 for Fenner. All 4 of his points have come from the line. Got them both. (20-9), 5:46 until halftime. Willis, Harris, Owens. Merriweather will launch a 3, and that's an air ball. So Charleston with an opportunity here to maybe cut the lead back to single digits for the first time in a while. But they've got to corral the ball, turn it over. Merriweather missed it, might have been blocked. Now we got a tie up underneath. Possession arrow will give it to Charleston. No, Robinson, okay. Well, the scoreboard says Charleston should have possession. And now they get it corrected. You can see a little frustration at Charleston right now. Down 11. Scott brings it across. Sneatherin's checked in. Tough shot from Fenner in the lane, rebounded by Harris. Tigers try to pressure. Tollerson kept Sneatherin at bay. Merriweather hit the top with a 3. How's that not a stoppage? But Willis gets it back up and in. Ross in the corner. He'll bring it back up top. They'll reset the offense from there. Looking for Fenner. He's behind the arc. Scott. Charleston kind of flummoxed right now on offense. Not sure how to attack the Senator defense. They're clogging the lane inside. Harris is just not letting anybody in. Ross trying to back his way in. Lowers the shoulder on the floor. They're going to charge that to Willis. That'll be his second. And Robinson will send back in the starting lineup along with Willis. Gassman, Cross, Perkins, and Bush have re-entered. Scott has taken a seat for Charleston. Ross gets the first. He's got 5 now. The lead down to 12. Make it 11. Cross will give and go with Perkins on the perimeter. Perkins wanting to drive, kicks it out. Cross is open for 3. No. Fenner with the rebound, lost it, but it's saved by Sneatherin, and he gets it ahead to Scott. Ross wanting to drive. Stymied. Fenner gets it, kicks it out. 3-pointer Snathering, no good. Long rebound. Oh! He got it back and then went down. Scott shoots a three. That's no good. Senators with the rebound. They want to run. Bush, nice pass. Contact. Willis missed it. Oh, the official. I'm not sure he ever blew his whistle. He had his hand up ready to make the call. But Scott picks up his second, but I don't know that he blew his whistle. And believe me, you can hear everything in the gym today, right now. Coach Ross, I don't think, was real pleased with that. Jeffrey Scott checks in and Finner checks out. Oh, that was Cross at the line, so he knocked both of them down. Double team. And again, Joe T's defense extending the play. Scott drove in, had it blocked by Cross. Coach Ross wanted a whistle. Thought there was some contact, didn't get it. They go inside. Willis, power move, no good. Got his own putback. Up and in. And Robinson's starting to run away as we move under 3 minutes until halftime. Heritage and Fordyce will play our next game. We see some of the War Eagles making their way into the arena. Ross, a little more aggressive with that back down move. Got it to go. Nice job by him. He's got 8. Cross picks up that foul. That's already 10 team fouls on Robinson. So far it hadn't hurt him, but you don't like to keep giving fouls. Leads back down to 12. Chance to cut it to 10 or less. If they can score on this possession, that would be big. They had Goodson open on the far corner. Oh, dangerous pass there, almost picked off. And Tigers a little out of sorts right now. So Scott will reset the offense up top. Ross with the nice screen, gets it back. He'll shoot that three and missed it off the front of the rim. Battle for the rebound. Senators have it. They want to run. Gassman beats everybody down the floor. Ross might have got a piece of that one. Gets the rebound. Clears out. Goodson to the rack. He's going to be fouled. I think we're having a little discussion on who it's on. Or maybe somebody said something. Cross picks up his second. I think somebody said something. The official gave somebody a warning and just let Coach Harden know. I'm not going to tolerate that. And Charleston misses another free throw. Tollerson checks back in and Cross comes out. Goodson missed them both. He has not scored today. Perkins to the dish. Gets fouled. 23. They don't have it. I'm not sure who 23 is. There's not one on the roster we have. But he picked up the foul nonetheless. So we'll have to wait until the box score to see who that's on. 26-14. All these mystery players making their way in. Or it's likely somebody on the roster playing under a different number. Under a minute to go. Scott. Ross driving in, tough jumper, rattles around, no good, and it's going to go off at 23, and it will be Senator basketball with 34.6. We'll see if Robinson holds for the last shot. Withers is checked in for Joe T. He was posting up down low. They'll back it out. Bush, 6 seconds left, drives in. Runs into Ross, and that's a travel. 3.6, Charleston a chance to maybe get a good look at it with 3.6. They've got to go quick. Well, they get it in the backcourt. Now he's just going to have to launch one. Scott from half court. Nope. Not enough, and we've reached halftime. Well, the Tigers managed to cut it back down to 12. But they've got some work to do. So far, it's been all Robinson, led by Christian Cross with 7 points. Bush has 4. Merriweather with 3. Gaspin with 4. Tollerson with 2. Perkins with 2. Willis with 4. And for Charleston, Braden Ross has had a nice first half, 9 points. Jordan Fenner with 5. And that's it. That's the 14 points for the Tigers. So it's halftime. We'll step away for a little bit and return. Bring you the second half. This is the 2019 Coca-Cola Christmas Classic.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Do allow me to learn to fight my own battles. Don't try to relive your youth through me.
Do allow me to make mistakes and learn from them.
Don't allow me to quit before I complete the activity. I need to learn perseverance.
Do support me and come to watch me play and perform and be my biggest fan regardless of the outcome.
Don't encourage me to specialize in a specific activity or sport.
Don't talk bad about my teammates and coaches.
Do teach me to respect my coaches, instructors, and officials.
Do understand that education-based activities are more about just winning and losing. They're about learning.
Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, provides an extraordinary real estate experience for clients and agents. Come see us at 3920 Rogers Avenue or online at WeichertFortSmith.com.
Negative sportsmanship just brings the game down. It makes it not fun anymore.
Oh, negative sportsmanship affects the way that I play.
As a player or an athlete, it has a very negative effect.
And it just brings us all down in a sport that should otherwise be fun and enjoyable.
Negative sportsmanship affects me where I feel like my game isn't the best that it can be because someone else is putting a damper on it.
I feel like I wasn't given the chance to win if there's negative sportsmanship.
It doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone around you, it affects your team. And when it affects your team, it affects how y'all play and how y'all can bond together.
Negative sportsmanship makes me feel very poorly as a player. It definitely affects my performance whenever I play.
As a player, it takes fun out of the game, just when it comes to that point where emotions get out of hand and the game's not fun anymore.
How is your sportsmanship affecting the game?
How is your sportsmanship affecting the game? How does your sportsmanship affect the game?
How does your sportsmanship affect the game?
How is your sportsmanship affecting the game?
Sportsmanship at its core is respect,
integrity,
compassion,
honor, and self-control.
From all participants, coaches,
officials, and fans.
Games may get heated, intense, and personal.
This would likely lead to chaos and maybe even violence without sportsmanship.
True sportsmanship leads to having clean, fun, enjoyable competition.
I know you want me to learn discipline and self-control.
Can I learn discipline and self-control by watching you?
Sportsmanship, be positive, cheer for your team.
Your behavior at games shows who you are
and what you value most.
Parents are very important role models.
Let your child see you upholding these principles of sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship avoids all criticism and unkind actions.
We understand some calls will not go our way.
It happens at every level of sports,
even with the professional officials.
Do you get it?
Sportsmanship emphasizes the importance of respect, integrity,
decency, and self-control.
I think we can all agree that these values are needed now more than ever before.
Demonstrating sportsmanship shows that you care about all kids, not just your kid.
Please don't demonstrate your lack of sportsmanship on social media. It's embarrassing.
Education-based activities are about more than winning and losing. They are about learning.
Sportsmanship is integrity.
Sportsmanship is respect and kindness.
Self-control.
Accountability. Character. Persevering through challenges.
Playing for the love of the game.
Sportsmanship to me is all about respect.
Staying true to who you are and being kind.
Having respect for everyone on and off the field.
Not only having respect for your opponent, but respect for the game in the way that you handle your emotions and how you carry yourself.
Sportsmanship means to me that you have respect for yourself and other players, and you can keep your emotions together and just have fun with the game.
Sportsmanship is just being honest and being fair to not only your teammates, but opponents.
Sportsmanship means respecting all players, coaches, and officials on the field and having a positive attitude.
Weichert King Realty Group provides an extraordinary real estate experience for clients and agents. Come see us at 3920 Rogers Avenue or online at kingrealtygroup.net.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 140,000 participants here in Arkansas who take part in high school sports or activities.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Do allow me to learn to fight my own battles. Don't try to relive your youth through me.
Do allow me to make mistakes and learn from them.
Don't allow me to quit before I complete the activity. I need to learn perseverance.
Do support me and come to watch me play and perform and be my biggest fan regardless of the outcome.
Don't encourage me to specialize in a specific activity or sport.
Don't talk bad about my teammates and coaches.
Do teach me to respect my coaches, instructors, and officials.
Do understand that education-based activities are more about just winning and losing. They're about learning.
Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, provides an extraordinary real estate experience for clients and agents. Come see us at 3920 Rogers Avenue or online at weichertfortsmith.com.
Negative sportsmanship just brings the game down. It makes it not fun anymore.
Oh, negative sportsmanship affects the way that I play.
As a player or an athlete, it has a very negative effect.
And it just brings us all down in a sport that should otherwise be fun and enjoyable.
Negative sportsmanship affects me where I feel like my game isn't the best that it can be because someone else is putting a damper on it.
I feel like I wasn't given the chance to win if there's negative sportsmanship.
It doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone around you, it affects your team. And when it affects your team, it affects how y'all play and how y'all can bond together.
Negative sportsmanship makes me feel very poorly as a player. It definitely affects my performance whenever I play.
As a player, it takes fun out of the game, just when it comes to that point where emotions get out of hand and the game's not fun anymore.
How is your sportsmanship affecting the game?
How is your sportsmanship affecting the game? How does your sportsmanship affect the game?
How does your sportsmanship affect the game?
How is your sportsmanship affecting the game?
Sportsmanship at its core is respect,
integrity,
compassion,
honor, and self-control.
From all participants, coaches,
officials, and fans.
Games may get heated, intense, and personal.
This would likely lead to chaos and maybe even violence without sportsmanship.
True sportsmanship leads to having clean, fun, enjoyable competition.
I know you want me to learn discipline and self-control.
Can I learn discipline and self-control by watching you?
Sportsmanship, be positive, cheer for your team.
Your behavior at games shows who you are
and what you value most.
Parents are very important role models.
Let your child see you upholding these principles of sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship avoids all criticism and unkind actions.
We understand some calls will not go our way.
It happens at every level of sports,
even with the professional officials.
Do you get it?
Sportsmanship emphasizes the importance of respect, integrity,
decency, and self-control.
I think we can all agree that these values are needed now more than ever before.
Demonstrating sportsmanship shows that you care about all kids, not just your kid.
Please don't demonstrate your lack of sportsmanship on social media. It's embarrassing.
Education-based activities are about more than winning and losing. They are about learning.
Set for the second half of action, Charleston and Robinson. Robinson in front, 26-14. The winner will play tomorrow at 2:40 in the Consolation Championship. The loser will play in the first game at 1 o'clock as they play in the 7th place game. Basketball will start out in Robinson's possession. And here we go. Young back in, and he exited with early foul trouble. 2 has not scored in the ballgame. They're 23 for the Senators. Wouldn't expect that to last long. Nice move to the basket by Bush. Oh, that was Perkins. Okay. He zoomed through so quick it was hard to read a number. They doubled, and the friendly roll finally for Mr. Scott. And Cross draws the foul. That's his third. That'll be something to keep an eye on. Scott looking to complete the three-point play and does. Tollerson set to check in, I would think, for Cross. Young down low. Kicks it out. Bush thought about it, drives in. A little acrobatic shot. He's got 6. And Scott is heating up on this other end now. The freshman with 5 quick points. Cross inside to Young. Back to Cross as he cuts the basket but tipped away, and Ross comes away with it. Well, another opportunity for Charleston to cut it to single digits. Scott, a little hard off the window, cleared out by Young. Young didn't block it, but definitely altered that shot. Gassman. Stolen away. Brandon Scott, pull-up jumper. A little hard, gets his own rebound. Now goes dipsy-do, no good. Ross fouled on the floor. And that'll be on Perkins. Well, the bonus came early for Charleston, but they were not able to take advantage. We're on pace for that again. Tollerson in for cross. Scott for three, no good. Young with the rebound. Young posting up down low. They go up top instead. Now they get it in. Oh, stolen away by Ross. He'll pull up for three. Yes. Well. And just like that, we've got an 8-point game. Closest it's been in quite a while. Ross already in double figures with 10. See if Robinson can get the offense going again. They were rolling early, then it's kind of been stagnant of late. Being patient. Young wants it down low. The big man backs in. Double pumps. Nicely done. And he's on the board for the first time today. Scott in a double team situation. Timeout, Coach Ross. And it'll be a full timeout, so we'll take it with him. We've got a 10-point game at the Coke Classic.
Sportsmanship is integrity.
Sportsmanship is respect and kindness.
Self-control.
Accountability, character, persevering through challenges.
Playing for the love of the game.
Sportsmanship to me is all about respect.
Staying true to who you are and being kind.
Having respect for everyone on and off the field.
Not only having respect for your opponent, but respect for the game in the way that you handle your emotions and how you carry yourself.
Sportsmanship means to me that you have respect for yourself and other players, and you can keep your emotions together and just have fun with the game.
Sportsmanship is just being honest and being fair to not only your teammates but opponents.
Sportsmanship means respecting all players, coaches, and officials on the field and having a positive attitude.
Ten-point ball game with 4:35 to go in quarter number 3. Charleston has come back. Brandon Scott and Braden Ross have done the damage with 8 points in the quarter. All 8 points in the second half for Charleston. Scott with 5 and Ross in double figures with 10, and they have the basketball now. Chance to get it back down to 8. Ross for 3, and now it's a 7-point game. And he is heating up. We saw last year he could fill it up from behind the arc. He's got 13. Young wanting it down low against Fenner. Now he's double teamed, needs some help. Goes baseline, but stepped on the line. Turns it over. And Charleston continuing to creep back into this one as we run down the basketball. Tigers haven't been this close since the midway in the first quarter. Goodson for 3. Oh my goodness. The Tigers are on fire right now. We've got a 5-point game. Last time it was 5 points, it was 8-3. Robinson was in the midst of a run. 3-pointer on the way, no good. Long rebound. Battle for it. Players hit the deck. It's going to go off of who? Off of Ross. It'll be Senator basketball. Right in front of the Charleston bench. Again, a lot of perspiration on the floor. We've seen a couple players slip already, so they want to make sure they get that wiped up. Perkins out of the double team. Bush. Young wants to drive in. Tough shot and made it. He's got 4. That breaks the little run Charleston was on. Ross, they're not going to try to let him get a 3, that's for sure. Scott back out to Ross. He fires up a 3. Wow. Braden Ross is feeling it right now. He's got 18, and we've got a 3-point ball game. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ross almost came up with the steal. Who's the foul going to be on? Boy, it's a tough call. And they're going to tag Ross. Dad didn't necessarily agree, but it's one of those things that teaches an official advantage, disadvantage. Not sure if there was an advantage on that, at least from our vantage point, but the official on the floor has much better view, so we'll go with his determination. Bush, Young wanting it down low. Fenner guarding him. Deep 3 on the way, no good. Ross has got the rebound. A 3-pointer ties the ball game. Scott in trouble. Inside, Fenner posts up Gassman. He gets fouled and will get 2 free throws. And Gassman just picked up his second. That's already the 3rd team foul on Robinson. So Fenner, who has scored all of his points from the free throw line, 5. A chance to score some more with the clock stopped. Gets the first. One more. Off the back iron, Young gets the rebound, corralled. And lets Bush, or rather Perkins, bring it up the floor. There's Bush on the wing. He'll pull up from 3, thought about it. Defender got in his way. Young waves off the screen from Gassman. Runs into trouble, it's tipped, and it's going to stay with the Senators, but nice hustle by Fenner to knock the ball loose. Young will inbound on the far sideline. .203 to go. Quarter number 3. 2-point ball game. Senators with the lead in the basketball. Young baseline. We may have an injured Tiger. Goodson hit the deck. And Gaspin just picked up his 3rd foul. Well, Goodson hit the deck. Thought momentarily they were stopping it for him. He's going to come out of the ball game. Scott brothers trying to get it across. They beat the pressure. Immediately double teamed. And we've got a foul on Perkins. And that'll bring Coach Harden up out of his seat. Rossell inbound. Sneathrin back to Ross. He's been hot. Oh, dribbled it off his back foot. Gassman goes for it. Ross gets it. Gassman caught a shoe in the face. He's shaken up. Coach Ross is asking Coach Harden to come down and check on his injured player. He called a timeout. Gaspin's on his feet. That's good to see. It was inadvertent. Gaspin's going to check out of the ball game, and Willis will check in his place. The medical staff will look over him. He caught Ross's shoe square in the face as he was diving for the loose ball. Well, this is the most competitive game we've had in the tournament so far. Everything Day one was kind of decided at this point, but this one, nip and tuck after kind of a lull start where Robinson led 15-3, it's 15-5 at the end of the first. Charleston has scratched and clawed their way back into this. Scott drives baseline, out of bounds. It'll remain with Charleston. Jeffrey Scott looking up top. Dangerous pass. They do corral it and turn it over, though. Oh, and they turn it right back. No. Tollerson lays it up and in. Boy, that could have gone either way. Good break for Robinson. Here comes the pressure. Foul on the other end. And that'll be on Willis, and that's his third. So that's the sixth team foul now on Robinson. So it's going to be bonus time coming up for Charleston. Man, if they can hit some free throws, might be just what it takes to flip this score. Scott against some pressure. Needs some help. Nobody's coming to him. They turn it over. 2-on-1. That's got to be a charge. Yes. And I think Bush is shaken up. Coach Harden didn't agree with the call, but he was set. So Charleston will be in the bonus now. Under a minute to go. A lot of pressure. Ross has had the hot hand. Let's see if they can get him the ball. They do up top. Robinson defense clapping on cheering on their teammates. It appears Charleston's going to maybe play for the last shot or maybe just play for the best shot they can get. Ooh, that was dangerous. Jeffrey Scott in the corner. Drives baseline, fouled underneath. Man, they are getting kind of sensitive with that. That's two. Oh, that's 3 on Bush. That's the 18th foul. Should be 1-1. And Robinson's going to take a timeout. It'll be a full. Coach Harden wants a little discussion with the official. Find out what exactly is going on to warrant those foul calls. We will take the timeout. We've got a 4-point game as we near the end of the third quarter. It's a dandy at the Coke Classic.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 140,000 participants here in Arkansas who take part in high school sports or activities.
Bonus time for Charleston the rest of the way. Can they take advantage? Look at the foul total, 8-1. Not saying it's anything other than 8-1. Bonus time for the Tigers. Jeffrey Scott, who has not scored in the ball game, looking for his first points. And I don't know what Bush had to re-put his top on. I'm not sure what that was all about. Oh, it looks like Fenner might have, he might have had some blood on him. So I think there's some blood on the floor, and we're going to have to wipe that up first. Or not. It looked like Bush had changed tops or took his top off to wipe it down. So I don't know what we're exactly waiting on now. Really have no idea what the stoppage is all about. Oh, we're waiting on medical staff. Okay. Somebody's got a cut. I think maybe Fenner. And here comes the nurse. Oh, Ross has got a cut on his knee. That's what it is. So she will put a bandage on that as we. I'm guessing he's. Well, no, he's. Not sure if he's the shooter or not. It seems like normally the protocol, though, is to. Well, he's got to be the shooter, or else otherwise you would just check him out of the ball game. Or you could designate another shooter. But the way he's shooting it right now, why would you? He's got 18 points. He's hit 3 threes, 3 field goals, and 2 free throws. And there might be some blood on the floor, too, as we see one of the officials trot over with the towel near the three-point line. Okay, Ross is bandaged up. And he's got one of those little brace things right below the knee. So that'll cover the bandage nicely. And there has been a problem with perspiration on the floor. We've seen some players slip. It is warm. It's December. It's not supposed to be warm like this normally. Okay, how about a chance for a little sponsor read? Today's broadcast is powered by Mascot Media. Mascot Media. We provide branding, promotional, and fundraising services for high school athletic programs nationwide. Learn more at our website, mascotmedia.net. Well, actually, the free throw shooter is Scott. That's right. So a 1-and-1 for Mr. Scott. And he got it. So one shot. Got them both. Tigers will apply some pressure now. 2-point game. They easily beat it, though. Young against Fenner. He'll drive in. Fenner goes down. It's going to be a block on Fenner. Didn't get set. Just the second team foul. Senators will inbound it. 16.1 left underneath their own goal. Perkins to Bush up top. Here we go. 10 seconds on the clock. We'll see what the Senators have in mind. Bush will fire up a 3. No good. Long rebound. I don't know if that would count if it goes. Boy, that was close. It rattles around, and we have a close ball game. We've got a 2-point ball game as we head into the final quarter at the Coke Classic. Stay tuned. This one going down to the wire between Charleston and Robinson.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
We haven't had an overtime game yet, but you never know. 8 minutes in regulation. Left in this one, a 2-point game. The Center for Psychiatric, easy for me to say, wellness, located in Fort Smith, and their mission is to improve, enhance, and promote the emotional well-being of Western Arkansas and Eastern Oklahoma. They're located at 7217 Cameron Park Drive in Fort Smith. You can give them a call, 479-831-6700, or go to centerforpsychiatricwellness.com. Two-point ball game as we begin quarter number 4. It's been a fun one. Could come down to free throw shooting. Oh, another foul. This on Willis, and that's his fourth. Should be a 1-1 opportunity, should it not? That's the ninth team foul. Our fouls reset at the quarter on the scoreboard program. It drives me absolutely bonkers. Ross missed it. Wow. He has made everything up to of late, but he missed that one. That was a biggie. 2-point ball game. Senators with the basketball and the lead. And a steal by Scott, but he loses it. Cross. Harris on the wing, back over to Cross. This is Owens. Perkins. Cross. He'll pull up from there. You know, watch him. He can hit that shot. Harris up top. Perkins. Cross. Off a screen. Oh, got a good look at it. Missed it though. Rebound. Charleston comes away with it. Sneatheren with a big rebound there. And the Tigers with an opportunity to tie or take the lead. Fenner lost the handle. Needs help. Kicks it back out. Scott will try the other side. Boy, there was a big screen. Fenner inside, lost the handle. Tigers content to work it around the perimeter, not trying to go inside. Ross, he's had the hot hand. Inside, Fenner trying to post up against Harris, puts it up and rolls it up and in. That's Fenner's first basket from the floor today. We are tied at 36. First time since we have been tied since the opening tip. Harris wants to back in Fenner. Instead gives it to Willis for the short jumper, and he knocks it down. Charleston has not led in the ball game. Ross for three. Oh my goodness. 21 for Ross. And Charleston leads for the first time today. Wow. Willis fouled by Ross underneath. He can't believe it. That's his third. Gassman will check back in for the Senators. Willis will come out. Charleston has roared back and taken the lead. Gassman wanting to drive, draws contact. That's going to be on Ross, and that's 4. Ooh, Coach Ross has a decision now. Does he leave Braden in or not? 5:24 to go. Boy, you would imagine they'll take it right at him. Cross, tough shot. That's off of Fenner or Young? Oh, they're going to say it's off Harris. Young's not in there, so it will be Charleston basketball. Well, I would expect Robinson to take the ball inside and try to attack Mr. Ross. Pick up that 5th foul. Some pressure. They get it across. The Scots do. Jeffrey inside to Fenner, trying to post up Harris. Can't find anybody. Kicks it out. Nice job. Kick it over to Scott for 3. Wouldn't go. Rebounded by the Senators. Boy, you can feel the tension ratchet up as we go closer and closer. Fenner, that was a lot of contact. Harris with the rebound. Might have been tied up and in. No good. Ross with the rebound. Coach Harden wanted to foul. A little flustered right now. Scott brings it down from the baseline. No. Cross with the rebound. Oh, they left Harris break into the basket, and he lays it up and in as Ross kind of head faked him. He wasn't going to draw a foul, though. And Robinson back on top now, 40-39. That's the first points for Harris. Ross from way downtown. No. What a follow, though, by Scott. Brandon Scott's got 7. And Charleston's going to take a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. 4:17 to go in regulation. Man, do we have a ball game or what? 1-point ball game at the Coke Classic will return.
Do allow me to learn to fight my own battles. Don't try to relive your youth through me.
Do allow me to make mistakes and learn from them.
Don't allow me to quit before I complete the activity. I need to learn perseverance.
Do support me and come to watch me play and perform and be my biggest fan regardless of the outcome.
Don't encourage me to specialize in a specific activity or sport.
Don't talk bad about my teammates and coaches.
Do teach me to respect my coaches, instructors, and officials.
Do understand that education-based activities are more about just winning and losing. They're about learning.
Oh, this has been fun. 41-40. Charleston has roared back. They trailed by, let's see, as much as 14. And now have a 1-point lead with 4:17 to go. Braden Ross has been magnificent with 21 points, but he's got 4 fouls, and as his dad told him in that timeout, said, son, we need you in the ball game. So you got to back off a little on defense. We'll see if Robinson goes at him. That's number 31 in black. Young, baseline, Gassman, little short jumper knocked it down. His first basket of the second half. So the lead, 1 in favor of Robinson. It's going back and forth now. Needing help, almost turned it over, and that's going to be tipped out of bounds by Cross. That was dangerous. Again, you see teams trap like that, and nobody goes to help out the guy with the ball. Perkins had it, but stepped on the sideline. Out of bounds. Coach Ross a little perplexed with his team's performance there. Not happy probably with the official either, but they've got the basketball. Under 3.5 to go. Scott, boy, he was open for a 3 if he wanted it, but he's going to work a little clock. Trying to post Ross up. Gassman cards him. Fenner thought about it. Now cross court to Jeffrey Scott. He'll drive in the lane, sees an opening, and he gets fouled. And Christian Cross just picked up his 4th. He has not scored in the second half. And that's 10 fouls now in the center, so it's double bonus time for the Tigers after this. Goodson behind the Charleston bench, trying to get that ankle loose. Kind of rolled it earlier. Jeffrey missed the first. He gets 1 more to tie the ball game. No. So Robinson basketball as we near the 3-minute mark. Looks like they're running isolation for Perkins. Willis, no. Oh, that was Cross actually with the shot. Rebound to Charleston. Tigers bring it across half court at 2:42 to go. Ross against Gassman. Gassman stole it away. That was some excellent defense there. Owens brings it down. Inside to Young. He looks to power move to the basket. Got the hoop in the harm. Young's got 6 now. And that's Fenner's second. But that ups the lead to 3. This is a big free throw. This could make it a 2-possession game. 7 now for Young. 45-41, almost a steal, and Owens is going to get tagged with the foul. Okay, that's Owens 13. I don't know who was wearing 12 then earlier. So Scott at the line for 2. This clock is stopped, so this is big for Charleston. And they can stay in this thing if they can hit their free throws. Ooh. They will lament that one. One more. Got it. He's got 8. The lead is 3. Perkins, Young, and we've got Fenner with the body down low, and that'll be his 3rd. Well, they've got fouls to give. Well, really just one.
16 fouls for the Tigers. Number 6.
And I'm not sure. Oh, my goodness. Bounced it right off his teammate's foot. Turns it over. Charleston basketball. I'm not sure. Robinson wouldn't have the advantage in the free throw shooting contest. If that's what it comes down to. As winner of the final 2 minutes of regulation. Scott, and oh my goodness, it's just getting sloppy right now. Just lost it out of his hands trying to find Ross on the baseline. Those things happen. And nobody's more flustered than Jeffrey Scott right now. Coach Ross can't believe it, but you know, Jeffrey's not pleased with it either. Big possession for Joe T. They get a basket here, make it a 2-possession game. Young, triple teamed. Oh my goodness, Cross driving in. He's fouled. Who will it be on? That's going to be the question. They'll call it on Scott, his first. So both teams now in the bonus. Cross has not scored in the second half until now. Four-point ball game. Exactly 91 seconds left. Got them both. The pressure from Joe T. They get it across. Tigers. Ross for 3. He's been money. It's long. Rebounded by Perkins. Ahead to Young. Somehow turns around, loses it off his foot. Now they're going to say it's off Ross. And Joe T. wants a timeout. 5-point ball game. Robinson with the ball and the lead. And I'm not sure what Coach Ross is challenging. The officials are going to get together. And the officials giving the explanation to Coach Ross. He's saying if he put the ball down and it hit his foot and went straight out of bounds, how's it off my player? And I don't think they're going to agree with it. His argument, he's letting somebody know. But how does that happen? So Joe T will inbound into their own basket, 1:14 to go. Short jumper, no good, rebounded by Fenner. That's a big rebound. Tigers are going to have to move quickly, though. It's a 2-possession game. Scott to Ross. Thought about it. Now drives the basket. Nice move. Got fouled. Got poked in the eye in the process. The basket didn't fall, though. It'll be free throws for Mr. Ross. And Cross just fouled out of the ball game. So he'll foul out with 9. And coming in for him will be Tollerson. So Braden Ross, 21 points this afternoon. A chance to cut into the lead with the clock stopped. Makes the first for point number 22. This to make it a one-possession game. Nothing to it. Pressure from the Tigers, under a minute to go. Owens up top. Tigers not really bringing a lot of pressure. They're waiting for the right player to get the ball. Tollerson fouled by Fenner. That's his fourth. That'll put Tollerson at the line. He's not hit a free throw today. So 1-1. This is a biggie. Willis is going to check in with the 4 fouls. They got it. Four-point lead. This to make it 5 with 32.8. Nope. Rebound, and wow. Robinson comes away with it. We're going to have a jump ball, though. The possession error will give it to Charleston. No, it's going to stay with Robinson. I read the clock wrong. Well, that's a big jump ball right there. So Joe T with the basketball, 31 seconds left, and a 4-point lead. I would say they'd be content to just dribble around and force Charleston to foul them. They do, and they foul Owens this time. Scott will pick up the foul. Willis will check back in. A little offensive-defensive substitution between him and Tollerson. Got it. Well, free throws are going to prove to be the difference for Robinson. Oh, what a roll and drop. 6-point game. Tigers are going to have to make some threes and make them fast. They're trying to get Ross open off a double screen, but he's on the other side of the court. Now they get it to him. He's just going to have to launch one. Trying to find a little space. Launches one there. Oh, my goodness, he hit it. And a timeout. He's got 26 points in the ball game. That is the most of anybody in the Coke Classic so far. So 11 seconds left. We've got a one-possession game and a full timeout. So we will take the timeout with them. 3-point ball game as we are in the final 11 seconds of regulation. Robinson up by 3.
Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, provides an extraordinary real estate experience for clients and agents. Come see us at 3920 Rogers Avenue or online at WeichertFortSmith.com.
11 seconds exactly to play as Ross has struck again. 5 threes in this second half. He has 26 points, the most by anybody in the tournament. That is the High Point honors so far, as this is game number 5. Franks had 20 last night for Southside. So what do you do here if you're Charleston? Obviously you play for the steal, and then you got to foul quickly. If you can get a turnover, you need a quick 3. But Ross is on the bench, so he's been subbed out. Obviously he's got 4 fouls, so that's huge. Sneatherin. has come on for Ross. Here we go. The inbound. There it is. Perkins fouled immediately with 9.7. Snetherin picks up his first. So both teams now in the double bonus. It's going to come down to free throws. Perkins can seal the deal here. And it just managed to fall. One more. Got them both. Scott to the rack. Good. Timeout. He's got 10. Well, that was the last timeout for Charleston. .3 seconds. 3.0 seconds. No such thing as 3 seconds. 3 seconds. So we will see what happens. Not sure what Charleston can do here. All they can hope for is a quick steal and a three. They're going to put Ross back out on the floor. Got to let it all hang out on this one. Robinson knows they're going to try to force a steal. We shall see what they have cooked up. Coach Harden diagrams the inbounds play, what he wants to see. If anything else, you might be well advantaged to just throw it the length of the floor and let somebody go get it. Looking for it. They get it inside. There's a quick foul with 1.6. That's going to be Scott. And he fouled Bush, so Bush will go to the line. 1.6. Boy, it's going to be tough. If he can make one, that'll be the ball game. Ooh, missed the first. Willis will check in for defensive purposes. Tollerson comes out. Not a lot of opportunity to get one up. They're going to have to just chuck one if he misses. And it falls off. Ross, he's the guy you want it. From 3/4 court and off the top of the glass, and that's the ball game. Man, that was an entertaining ball game. 52-49, Robinson on top. They prevail. So that means that they will advance to the consolation championship tomorrow. 2:40. Charleston will play in the 7th place game at 1 o'clock. Recapping the scoring, leading the way was Braden Ross with an incredible second half. He finishes with 26 points. Fenner finished with 8. Braden Scott with 10. 3 for Goodson and 2 for Jeffrey Scott. For the victorious Robinson Senators, Cross fouled out. He led the way with 9. Bush finished with 6. Perkins with 6. Willis with 6. Tollerson with 5. Gaspin with 6. Young with 7. And Harris with 2. Robinson improves to 8 and 4 on the year. Charleston falls to 5 and 4. We'll step away for a minute and return. This is the 2019 Coca-Cola Classic.